Welcome to Out and About on the Recumbents. Let's go. Ride low. Ride recumbent. Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Ondo out and about on the Recumbents, and Joe's feeling much better now, so able to join me. We're right now we're on Pikes Peak Avenue. We're heading kind of the back way into Manitou, but we're going to do a quick run through the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. If you're looking for a great place to stay, if you come to Colorado Springs, the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort, all their rooms have like bicycle motifs, and you can. If you can't bring your trike or bike, you can rent a bike. Sadly, they don't have any trikes you can rent. It's too bad. But yeah, so we're coming up on the lodge now. So we're just going to take a kind of a quick run through. They even have a bicycle independent bicycle repair place. Moved into the complex called West Side Bicycle Service. So if you need something looked at, get it done. But they have bikes you can rent, e-bikes you can rent. This is the main building. Inside they have a great fireplace, and they have a full bar and whole works. And these are some of the rooms here. They're kind of neat because they're little bungalows. They're not, they're not hotel rooms smacked on top of each other and that kind of thing. So, yeah. Like I said, if you're ever up this way, our friend Tori Griffin, her kids and her staff run this place, and it gets great reviews. It may look a little rustic, but while the outsides may look a little rustic, the insides are really, really nice. And over here in this area, they put up some what do they call it? Glamping tents. Fancy camping. And they have a little venue over here. They do all kinds of things. This is their coming up on their pool area here. Really nice pool area. Hello! Howdy! That was Tori there. Here's their official van. Bike, beer, and bed. Your base camp for adventure. Howdy. Yeah. Like I said, they've, I think it's over here that they've got the bike shop. Yeah, that's the West Side Bicycle Service. So you could, howdy. So you could get your, they've got a venue over here. They have live bands all the time and all kinds of stuff going on. They do all kinds of events here. But like I said, it's the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. And if you decide you want to come over here and stay in the resort and want to ride 4 legs instead of 2 to 4 wheels, they have horse stables right here. Okay, now we're on. I can't remember the name of the street. Rats, but we'll find out up here. This kind of goes in the back way, you know, because usually we go in by the trail. But this kind of goes in the back way, and this will take you over to Fields Park, and then and you could catch the Creek Walk Trail if you wanted to head back towards Colorado Springs. Creek Walk Trail turns into the Midland Trail eventually as it goes out of Manitou and back into Colorado Springs. But yeah, we just decided we wanted to, you know, do something a little different, you know, instead of the same old up the trail, you know, you guys have seen 1,000 times. So it's just an alternative. Basically, the trail is just on the other side of this trailer park here. And we're going to go past the Manitou Springs High School baseball and soccer fields. Okay, this is El Paso Boulevard. That's what it is. It's El Paso Boulevard. This guy didn't park very well. Yeah, like I said, that's a soccer fields and baseball fields for Manitou High School. And we'll come up here on the up to Fields Park, and then if you want a cool place to go get lunch, that's actually, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's within walking distance. The Garden of the Gods old trading post, not the visitor center, not the nature center, but the Garden of the Gods old trading post, okay, is right up this road here. It's called Becker's Lane, and you can just follow that straight up, and you literally run into their parking lot, so you can't miss them. Can't miss them. We got a 4-way stop here. That was very nice of him. People in Manitou are usually a little more friendly than the people in Colorado Springs. Share the road. Yeah. Manitou is, you know, they live and die on tourism, so they're going to treat you good. And they're not going to give you too many hassles. But technically, we could take the middle of the lane. Now, this is Fields Park, and it's got pickleball courts. It's got a 9-hole practice disc golf course. a restroom that's open all year long. It's even heated in the winter months. So we really appreciate it. And once you get past all these wires, got a pretty good view of the peak there. Yeah, we've had enough warmth that all the snow's kind of gone off of it. Although, don't let it fool you. It may be 80 down here, but it's probably 40 up there. That's 14,110 feet. Colorado Springs is only 6,010, I think. Hello, little tiny dog there. But yeah, this trail goes right along the creek, right along Fountain Creek. And of course, you know, Fountain Creek flows from the west to the east, so it eventually runs into Monument Creek. And that's the confluence of the two creeks, and that's where America the Beautiful Park is, downtown Colorado Springs. So we're like I said, we're kind of going to stay on the street and go in the back way, so you can kind of see a easier way to get into Manitou, because you can take Manitou Avenue in Manitou, but it's always, the traffic's insane almost all the time, any time of year. It's always super busy. Okay. Sorry, I had to go up one and assist. This is one of those real long, steady upgrade hills, you know. I don't know if you can see all the cottonwood flurries here. Looks like it's snowing. It's not, that's cottonwood. Anywhere you find water, you'll find cottonwood here. Now that sign says welcome to downtown Manitou Springs, but that just gets you on the very edge. This road, El Paso Street, will take you all the way into Manitou Avenue, but we turn on a cute little street named Lover's Lane. Seriously, that's the name of the street. Just past the Seven Springs Park, where you can get natural mineral water for free, although you may have to line up to get it. But yeah, so we're just trying to get out about. We do have some clouds coming in. There's not supposed to be a big chance of rain today, but those clouds do look a little dark, so you never know. This year, because it's a El Nino year, El Niña year, we've had a lot of rain, just buckets of rain. Now we've been caught out in the rain while we're riding or walking already more than we have in the last 2 years, and it's only, you know, like the first week of June. Yeah, so not real good. I have no idea what that is. It looks like a giant snowball. Maybe that's where it's supposed to be. It's a little tight right here. So we'll stay over as high as we possibly can. But the speed limit's only supposed to be 20 miles an hour, so of course, we had that little bit of downhill. Now we got a little more, just a small uphill incline, so I'm down to like 6.5 miles an hour. Whew, man. This used to be the I guess not this place. Rockledge. There must be a place for wealthy Manitours. It's so funny because, you know, when I was growing up, when I was in high school, and you know, growing up before that, basically, you know, Manitou was like hippie city, man. It was in the 70s to 80s. It was hippie city. There were long-haired hippies all over the place, but that's kind of mellowed out. There's a Craftwood Inn here. I think this one's still going. They had another one called the Briarhurst Inn, and I think that one closed down from my understanding. But this is the Craftwood Inn. Very, very, very expensive. And you know, they have like wild, you know, they have like deer and, you know, I mean venison and elk and buffalo and, you know, the wild meats that you can get. I guess they're a bit of a delicacy. But like I said, this road would be a lot busier on a Monday. I mean on a, you know, on the weekend. But being that it's Tuesday and it's basically 1 p.m. and there's not much going on. So that made it a good day to do this. But like I said, basically what you do is you know, if you pick up Colorado Avenue, and that eventually turns into Manitou Avenue once you get to the Manitou sign. But if you turn right before the Manitou sign on El Paso Street, that'll bring you around. That'll bring you right to the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. Today is very warm, and I do mean very warm. I am sweating like a piggy. Yeah. Sadly, the people use this for parking. I need to shift up a gear. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to ride all the way up, howdy, and take you in through the back way of downtown Manitou itself, which is, I will be totally honest, it's a tourist trap, okay? No, I'm not going to pull any punches with you. Manitou Springs is a giant tourist trap, but it's a cool tourist trap. A lot of fun. All kinds of cool things going on. You know, cool shops. So, you know, if you happen to be in Colorado Springs and, you know, your whole morning was super busy, you ain't got a lot of time, come spend the afternoon in Manitou Springs, man. Just walk up and down and check it out. We have one of the few operating arcades, you know, like the old, you know, the old style penny arcade. This is Seven Springs. I think it's Seven Soda Springs Park, something like that. Over here. Actually, no, this is Memorial Park. So I'm wrong. Yeah, it is. That's Memorial Park. Okay. So we're going to go over here. That's nice. They've put in some new playground equipment and stuff like that. That's the Soda Spring where you can get the 7-minute spring. Okay, so it's a 7-minute spring, and you can get the mineral water from there. And right over there by where that car and the stop sign is, that's the Manitou Springs Visitor Center. So if you you know, need to use the restroom, something like that, that's a good place to stop. So we're on Lover's Lane in Manitou Springs. Yes, that is the actual name of this road. I have to admit, they have a little apartment complex over here, and I've always said, you know, if they open one up, I might seriously look into it. I think it'd be cool to live on Lover's Lane. And now we're getting into the business district. A few homes and a lot of businesses, you know, motels, restaurants, all that kind of stuff. Boy. And this is a parking lot over here for downtown. That's why you see so many cars. And it looks like they've had the rain's been bringing down the dirt and the gravel from the hillside there. Howdy. Yeah. Oh, they have 1 or 2 bedroom for rent. Lover's Lane Apartments. I would really like to live there. Have to be on the bottom floor though. Those stairs look vicious. But that would be cool to live on Lover's Lane. Like I said, we're back behind the businesses. Everything you see here is an apartment on the backside or an office on the backside of a business. And we're going to continue until we get onto, I think it's Ruxton. Nope, it's Cannon. Might be pronounced Canyons. You know, it's C-A-N-O-N, but it's got the squiggle above the A, you know. So it might be pronounced Canyon. Canyon Drive or Canyon Road. And it's just a little back road. There's a creek. And you kind of got to share with everybody here. Okay. Oh, okay. Good turn. All right. Oh, ouch. Howdy. So yeah, more parking spaces. Sorry. Instead of saying sorry we're closed, it's sorry we're stoned. Okay, this is the Arcade Amusements Incorporated. Got to be careful here because there's a lot of cars. Okay. So, but yeah, we're gonna hook up here and then we'll take you through downtown. Now, this is a really good place here too. I'm trying to remember the name of it and I can't for the life of me. But it's high class. It's, you know, got to pay big money. I think it's like I don't know. I can't remember. But it's really nice inside. Okay. And like I said, Manitou Springs got all kinds of parks. Okay, so this is Soda Springs Park. So I've been messing up for years. The other park that had the 7-minute spring was actually Memorial Park. And this one here is Soda Springs Park. Now, you used to be able to get the water here. Now, you can if you're walking downtown on the sidewalk and you walk by Patsy's Candy and Popcorn. But make sure you stop at Patsy's Candy and Popcorn and get some of their famous Patsy's corn. It's not caramel corn. It's actually a very light butterscotch coating. I know, I used to work there. And it is really, really, really good. And this one here sells hot dogs and ice cream and all kinds of stuff. Where I worked at the factory on 21st Street, so we didn't really sell anything. So. Okay. Yeah, so now we got a way across here. Thank you. Okay, so now we're heading into downtown Manitou Springs. all kinds of, like I said, restaurants and souvenir places. And if you go up, if you take a right here at the traffic circle, you go up Rexton, you can catch the Pikes Peak Cog Railway, take you all the way to the top of Pikes Peak and back. Yeah, that's the luxury way to go. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, we should be able to jump in here. Yeah, it gets a little crazy. Got Hell's Kitchen Pizza, the Loop. I don't know what, I think it's like a bar, but it's also a restaurant. And you've got all, like I said, you've got all kinds of stuff here. All kinds of cafes, and yeah, this is just go have a great time, you know. Looks like we got a tour eye there because they got a fleet car. Yeah. Got the Leprechaun Shop. Mushroom Monday, they make t-shirts and sell all kinds of strange stuff. Otto's Alabama Barbecue, that's a new one. That's been since we've been down this way. We don't normally come down this way because, as you can see, it's massively controlled chaos. But this is one of the places you can get the mineral water. There's a spring. As soon as I can get a little further forward, come on, baby, come on. And yeah, just past this car. I won't be able to get it, but okay, yeah, there it is. There you can get mineral water. And this is where Patsy's is. This is Patsy's Candy Chocolate Gift Shop, ice cream, you name it, good stuff. But like I said, if you're ever, in Colorado Springs and you had a bunch of stuff to do and, you're having a free afternoon, come spend it in Manitou Springs, man. Just, we appreciate it. We love it when people spend money here. Because, yes, we're considered a military town, but, we make more money from tourists than we do from tourism than we do from, anything else. So, and the nice thing about it is, even with the crazy traffic, everybody's going so slow, it doesn't really, the Manitou Outpost and Gallery, got all kinds of, like I said, just all kinds of shops. Sasquatch Sign Company, the Bigfoot Gifts. But now, you have to stop for people crossing, so if there's people in the crosswalk here, make sure you stop. Okay, I see feet. Make sure nobody's here. Nope, okay. The Toasted Bistro. It's a funny name, the Wichita parking area. And yet, we're in Colorado. Why call it Wichita? I have no idea what that is. It looks like a jewelry shop. Used to be a restaurant called the Stagecoach. So we're going to go down to what is the name of that? Mayfair Drive, and we're going to turn there and go back to the trail. That's just down the road here. Basically, we're going to be right next, we're going to be we'll turn it where the Manitou Springs Chamber of Commerce is. But But yeah, now we're back on, this is Manitou Boulevard, or Manitou Avenue, I'm sorry, not Boulevard, Manitou Avenue. And I have no idea what this is. No idea whatsoever. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Oh, pay here to park. Okay, parking space. Might be a place for a shuttle will come pick you up, because they do have free shuttles. Okay, sorry, I need to gear up one here. I'm spinning like crazy. I'm doing what I call the tricycle, where you're just spinning like crazy. Manitou Auto Service went out of business. Yeah. So we'll get ready to cross here pretty soon. We're going to turn left here, Joe. Blue Skies Inn bed and breakfast. Oh man, I'm getting sun stuff in my eyes. That really sucks bad. Cherokees of Manitou. And here's the Manitou Springs Chamber of Commerce. Oh, fudge. Sorry. I'm getting dang sunscreen that's melting into my eyeballs. Who's fucking honking at us? Sorry about the language. I don't know why people got to be so stupid. There wasn't anybody behind us. We weren't in anybody's way, so I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to get back on the Creek Walk Trail here in Manitou. And I'm going to stop over here in the shade and shut it off and try to get the sunscreen out of my eyes. Alright. We'll leave you with this very serene picture here. Okay, well, I got the sunscreen out of my eyes now. So, like I said, we're on the Creek Walk Trail. And we'll take this all the way down to Fields Park and stop and use the facilities. Excuse me. That's peanut butter and jelly fighting back a little today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your little very quick tour of Manitou Springs, downtown Manitou Springs. At least something a little different on the video this time. Let me say in advance, I do apologize that so many of our videos are, the same trails. Well, there's only so many trails in a city. And especially, these kind of urban trails, or rail trails. I mean, we have lots of areas for mountain bike trails, but not anywhere near as many for the urban trails. So, so I try to make them a little different each time. I try to find something to, pique your interest besides the same old silly trail. Howdy. And as you can see, like I said, man, it's been raining like crazy. So we are green. I mean, we're as greener than I've seen this in many years. This is Shriver Park here, or Shriver. I don't know how they pronounce it. One of the two. But it has all kinds of good stuff. It has a duck pond and a fountain and all kinds of good stuff. Passing on your right. Thank you very much. One more behind me. Have a good day. Okay, now we're going under the highway here. And I don't know if you can see any of that or not. Probably not much. It's a shame that, you know, it's because it's really pretty down in there. And, you know, if you're here visiting Colorado Springs, you know, and you brought your trike or your bike, the Garden of the Gods has a bike lane all the way around the inner circle, the best part of the Garden of the Gods. So, and yes, it can have a lot of car traffic, but as long as you watch out for them, you know, you'll be fine. Yeah, this creek here, this Fountain Creek, it's flowing, boy. It's just flowing. Oh, go way to this side. Thank you, sir. See, you're supposed to always stay to your right side. So he's actually on the wrong side. But that happens a lot, I've noticed. Yeah, people have picnics here, and like I said, they've got a little practice disc golf course. Good morning. Practice passing on your left. Okay, passing on your right. Thank you. You get off your phone. See, it's not just people in cars when it comes to phones. Yeah, beautiful little park. You gotta love Manitou. Manitou works hard at taking care of stuff. They do. I'm gonna bring you over here because there's probably a fairly good view of the creek here. Well, not terribly good view. A little better view down here. This is a great bench to contemplate. You know, just sit here and listen to the creek and. Okay, well, like I said, we're have to get back to you. We got to use the facilities because once you get old, like we are, we're 70, you will understand how important facilities are. Till then, you're like, I don't need those. Yeah, well, you will. Guarantee it. Got a little playground here, and they've got a skateboard park over here. And we're going to park right here in the shade. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. We shall return. Oh, dang it. Passing on your left. Thank you. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's full. It is full of water. Yeah, sorry about that, folks, but it is full of water. Like I said, it's been raining lately, so, and we don't have 29-inch wheels. And my chain tubes are very low to the ground. So I can't be doing big puddles like that. So we're gonna go up here and just have to jump out in the street and take the bike lane down. Luckily, Manitou Avenue has a bike lane all the way down it and all the way up it. Except for, you know, right there in town, because everybody sucks it up for parking. I really can't see much through there. Too thick. Too bad. It's nice if they could put, you know, like clear plexiglass, you know. So we'll go over here and hope this business doesn't mind if we use their area here for just a second. So we can get across the street. Whoa, I'm sorry. Wow. I couldn't see him because of that car. Okay, we got to get out here enough to be able to see. Okay. Yeah, I know. But I got to get out here so I can see. We're not having much luck, I'll tell you. One car after the other, dang it. This is the Manitou Arch here, so once you're past that, you're in Manitou Springs and not in Colorado Springs anymore. And we're just going to have a heck of a time getting across here. Luckily, there's a spot in the middle. If I can just get enough to get in the middle, I will. Okay, come on, damn it, hurry up. All right, we're going to go now. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you can, I don't know if I can get this high enough where you can see it or not. Yeah. That's the official entry into Manitou Springs. Down this way is mostly hotels, a marijuana dispensary, of course. Sadly, recreational marijuana is legal here in Colorado. Now, at least in Colorado Springs, they can sell it. Before it was all medical, and that was at least a little better. Sorry, my wife has a severe allergy to marijuana. The plant, the seeds, the spray, you name it. She will literally, her lungs will fill up with hives and she will quit breathing. So we don't like marijuana in the least. In the least. So if you're a puffer, that's cool, that's for you. But I don't feel they should shove it on everybody else. At least for right now, thank goodness. They've made it so you can't smoke, marijuana in restaurants and indoors and, in businesses and stuff. So at least, poor Joe can actually go out and enjoy a meal, Okay, so now we're on the Midland Trail, although it's the same trail. It just changes names when we get to Manitou Springs. Passing on your left. Thank you. Okay, well, the time is getting down a bit on my my SD card here, and my battery too. So just want to go ahead and tell you all thanks for coming along for the ride, and please like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. Last count I saw, we have 452, so we're still trying to make 500. That would be really cool. Doubt we'll ever get any more than that, but if we get that much, we'd be ecstatic. So yeah, basically what we're doing now is we're still on the Midland, and we'll be heading to 25th Street, and then we'll pick up Nagel Road, but we'll go ahead and shut her down, shut the video down at Nagel, and yeah, again, thanks for coming along. We really do appreciate it. I'll let you all know, you have a standing invitation if you're ever out in Colorado Springs and you bring your trike, we'd love to show you around. I mean, we'll even if you're strapped for cash, let us know, and we can let you use our bedroom, and then we'll throw we got a blow-up mattress we can throw out in the front room, and we can sleep out there. Don't bother us any. So yeah, sorry, we live in a little one-bedroom apartment, so can't give you a free bedroom except for our own. Howdy. No, we got ambulances and all kinds of stuff down that way. That's not good. But yeah, so again, this is BJ and Joe Ondo out and about on the Recumbents. That's also the name of our YouTube page and our blog. We have a blog, a written blog on blogspot.com. So if you're really bored one day and you ain't got nothing to do, check out our blog. I'd appreciate that. I still keep a blog. I know blogs are kind of passé now, because of YouTube. But I don't know. I like being able to write stuff down, add the pictures to it, Yeah, this is the west side of Colorado Springs. And this is Vermahoe Park over here. That's my park. When I grew up, that's the park I went to, up to basically halfway through the 7th grade, when we moved to security. Okay. Got to be careful because it's all muddy here. So I'm going to let people know. Recumbent trikes coming up. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a huge spot of mud, you know, from all the rain. And wanted to make sure we didn't get in that. Although it wouldn't hurt too bad because the trikes need a bath, seriously. There's a Midland Trail sign. They have the detour going that way, but we use Nagel Road here. So, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. All right. So from BJ and Joe Hondo, out and about on the Recumbents. Till we see you next time. Happy trails. Bye.